Two degrees right warp.
Check.
Keep heading in and stand by with the space pod.
I strongly advise you to reconsider, Professor. Anyone with even the faintest understanding of galactic phenomena can see that this planet is girdled by some sinister and unquestionably fatal contamination.
We don't seem to have any choice, Doctor. If our propulsion unit isn't fixed, we won't be able to maintain our support systems. Either way, we could die. Put the ship on minimum gravitational orbit.
How do you somebody to handle the auxiliary thrusters here?
I'll do it. Good luck, Dad.
Thank you, darling.
Be careful. We'll be sure to keep in contact. Old Dr. Smith might just have a point, you know, about the contamination belt around that planet.
Well, I'll report as soon as we hit it, huh?
All right.
Eject system ready, Professor. Release hatch open.
All right. Start disconnect thrust at 5.
5, 4, 3.
Spacepod to Jupiter. Beginning entry into planet's atmosphere. Heat, 4,300. Gravitational pull, 1.073.
Check. Scope metering is corrected with pod. John, how about that contamination belt around the planet? Any sensor readings on it yet?
We're approaching it fast. Should know momentarily.
I am picking up irregular pulses on my force detector circuits. They show increasing strength.
Don? The robot's picking up some kind of force field.
And don't penetrate any deeper. Reverse and return.
Danger, danger. Force level building to fatal intensity.
Hit your auxiliary thruster pack. Your descent is 2 Gs above maximum safety level.
Cannot comply. Trapped by force.
Force detector overloaded. Overloaded. Danger, danger.
Do you have control? I repeat, John, do you have control?
Almost through the force field layer. Yes. Yes, the pod's starting to respond. We're through the force field. We're approaching the planet's surface.
Any damage?
Well, the pod seems okay. The robot burned out a detector circuit. He's working to repair it now. Yeah, I think we'll both live.
There. I have now switched over to emergency operation. All facilities functioning.
Can you tell me what kind of force field that was we just came through?
It pains me to think about it. However, my detectors analyze an ultra-powerful, artificially induced, protective barrier energized by solar deflection.
Sounds like some kind of intergalactic barbed wire fence to keep us out.
A fence works two ways, Professor. To keep something out or keep something in.
Well, we're gonna have a chance to find out which right now. Landing struts projected. Stand by for touchdown.
Sensors indicate atmospheric oxygen within human tolerance.
All right. Let's take a look around.
Advise caution. Readings still incomplete on alien habitation.
Spaceport to Jupiter. We've landed. The atmosphere seems okay. So far, no sign of alien life.
See any good spots where we can bring down the Jupiter?
No, not here. We'll survey the area. Out.
Caution. Suggest an immediate return to pod. Sensors indicate approach of unknown alien.
Is it friendly?
Impossible to determine.
Better make sure before the Jupiter lands, then.
Danger, danger.
Suppose I should have listened to you.
Danger, danger.
Who are you?
I'm John Robinson from the Earthship Jupiter 2. We have to make an emergency landing for repairs.
You're trespassing on a private killing preserve, Earthling.
Killing preserve?
I am Megazord, future ruler of Zan. I am here to undergo special tests to determine my suitability as ruler of our civilization.
You may rest assured we won't interfere.
You already have. That was to be my victim.
Warning, 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 warning.
The robot's defensive mechanism has been neutralized by a disruptor tone. Both of you come with me.
Jupiter 2! Jupiter 2!
John, come in. Can you?
If you prefer, the computer can also destroy you. Come, I have plans for your use. This is my camp, and these are some of my captives.
Do not be alarmed, Professor. Earth humans and their robot byproducts are not considered natural enemies of the Zon culture.
Your robot is well programmed. These are my enemies. Gladiators. Zorodons. Roscophores.
Since you already have them in cages, the killing should be easy.
That is a senseless statement that I would expect from an Earthling. In our species, destruction is a highly developed art. There are strict procedures, rules, regulations. You are not expected to understand. Come.
Megazord refers to an attitude similar in concept to the human condition of sportsmanship.
Oh, that's encouraging.
My sensors indicate to the contrary in our case, Professor.
Time is running short.
Yes. Yes, I will get on with it. Hurry them along! An important test has been disrupted by you Earthlings.
Registering point count for kills to date.
I could have gained another 50 points by the killing of that Galadian, if you hadn't killed him first.
I'm sorry if we interrupted your sport, but we were attacked.
The computer makes no allowance for excuses. It gives and takes points as required.
Question, computer. How many points does Megazord require to complete his field test?
Him. How much is he worth? You're a subspecies, Earthling. However, regulations still allow me to punish you for your crime. If the punishment is effective enough, I can still gain bonus points.
Bonus point count for death of humanoid.
Only 10 points. My master's worth twice that anywhere.
I'll put you in a cage. I'll devise your punishment later.
If my destructor banks were only operative.
You can be thankful that I didn't wreck you completely.
It is your safety that concerns me, Professor.
Don't worry. Major West doesn't hear from us. I have a feeling he'll come down fast.
I repeat, this is the Jupiter calling John Robinson. Come in, John. Come in. I can't raise him.
Oh, Don. John. John Robinson, this is the Jupiter 2 calling John Robinson. Hello, come in. John, do you hear me? It's no use.
Pity. Ah me, the wages of ignorance. Had the professor and the rest of you intellectual unfortunates allowed me to direct and counsel more of your decisions, this would never have happened.
Really, Smith? And what wise counsel would you care to offer?
A naively simple piece of logic, Major. Never land on a planet where there is any indication of alien hostility.
But Dr. Smith, how do you know there's any alien hostility?
There must be. Your father fails to respond to our frantic call. Obviously, some diabolical mischief has occurred beyond his control.
Now, there's a real pearl of wisdom. And it also could be something undiabolically simple, like a defective communicator.
Yes, of course. He may not be able to hear us.
What should we do, Don?
Land the spaceship and find out for ourselves.
I agree. If John's in trouble, he can use our help.
Precisely why we should not land. We cannot risk our own lives against some horrible alien danger.
Dr. Smith, we can if it means Dad and the robot need us.
Now, William. We must learn to face life's vicissitudes bravely. Alas, there is no choice but to orbit away and continue our search for Earth. Once safely returned home, we can erect a suitable memorial to the brave ones we left behind.
Dr. Smith, how dare you say such a thing?
Since our very own lives are at stake, a vote is the only democratic way to decide. I shall begin the balloting with a resounding no to the ridiculous suggestion that we landed. Now, William, my bright and logical young friend, how say you?
I'm sorry, Dr. Smith, but I'm with Don.
I vote yes.
Me too.
Don already has my vote.
Well, Smith, as usual, your influence hasn't improved around here.
You've all taken leave of your senses, what little you may have once had. I can see that intelligent and unbiased reasoning is not sufficient to sway you. Therefore... Now we cannot land. I have misfired the retro rockets.
You fool! You run the ship at a maximum gravitational descent.
What have I done?
Damage to kill us all if I don't get this ship under control. Get back! Get back! Let's get the fire extinguisher. Stay below. And make sure everyone's strapped in. We're going down for a crash landing.
We're doomed. Doomed. Oh, woe is me. A horrible demise on some ignominious planet. No more return to hallowed ground of pure sweet earth.
Shut up and get over here. If we both work the secondary thruster controls, we might be able to get this ship through the force field.
Yes, Major, of course, whatever you say.
Add auxiliary port stabilizer burn.
Stabilizer burst, damn it.
I think we're out of it.
You mean there's still hope?
Not very much. Still got a crash landing to look forward to.
Oh, dear.
Everyone all right?
Judy?
Yes.
Penny and Will?
We're okay. Just a little bad, it's all.
All right, let's get the force field set up around the ship as quickly as possible. Then we'll go out up to John and the robot.
All right.
Hey, what happened to Dr. Smith?
Is that you calling, St. Peter?
Open your eyes, Dr. Smith. You're safe.
I know I'm safe. In heaven.
Maureen, you and the girls put up the protective shield. I'll go down the engine deck and see if I can get some power going. We took some heavy damage in that crash.
All right. Come on, girls. Let's set up the equipment.
Here, Smith. You and Will scan the area and see if you can find Professor Robinson.
But I'm still in a state of shock, my delicate condition.
Well, I've got a feeling that condition might get a lot worse.
Your threats will be to no avail, sir. I'm here on this dreadful planet under heavy duress.
Come on, Dr. Smith. We've got to look for Dad and the robot.
Woeful choice, indeed. I brought the radar scope scanner so we can cover the entire area more efficiently.
Dr. Smith! Dr. Smith!
What happened? What happened? Help me up, will you? Oh, what a frightful experience.
I haven't been able to pick up anything at all on the detector. Maybe we try working our way around a search perimeter of 500 yards from the ship.
A perimeter 500 yards further away? You cannot be serious, William.
I'm going to set this on long visual scanning range. So you have to keep visual watch for any kind of dangerous life nearby. Come on.
Oh. Dangerous life here. Another dismal and deserted planet. What could possibly survive on it? Most uncomfortable rock. William, I simply cannot go on. I must return to the ship. My back is extremely delicate today.
Dr. Smith, just for once, can you please try and forget about your delicate back? We have a lot of important work to do.
Very well, William. I shall try.
This radar scope's giving me trouble. It's like I keep picking up some kind of local movement.
Allow me. One must have a very delicate touch with these instruments, you know. It takes years to acquire. Ah, just as I thought. The cravestat is completely out of alignment. There's a blip right there.
I don't hear anything. And what's a cravestat?
Hush, William. I'm hot on the track of our lost loved ones. How very interesting. It opens up a whole new world.
But Dr. Smith, this is the way to the Jupiter. They couldn't be there.
It is? Yes, so it is. You must have driven the cravestat completely out of alignment. However, we shall return to the ship and I'll work on this the first thing in the morning. Tonight? Just after lunch? Very well, William. I'll work on it right now.
Dr. Smith.
Okay, very well. Take it, I shall probably collapse and die of fatigue out on one of those ridiculous perimeters of yours. No! Good heavens! It's working, William. It's working. We've just picked up something.
But it's on short range now. It must have slipped over when you dropped it.
Nonsense! I tell you, I fixed it. There, working perfectly. Absolutely lovely. Now, what have we here? Ah, very interesting. It appears to be a sort of gigantic eye monster, probably hundreds of miles away. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
Dr. Smith, look out!
Save me!
I don't think he can find us here. We're safe for the moment.
Oh, what a beastly and deceitful world this is. At least on Earth, a rock has the decency to be a rock. William, I'm afraid we have only the one chance. I shall quell this frightful creature with my cold and unvarying stare.
I don't think it's gonna work, Dr. Smith.
It did work. I did it. I did it. I've got the power.
Dr. Smith!
Don't fiddle, William. Know all ye on this planet. Never fear. Smith is here. Look upon me and tremble. Unarmed and single-handed, I have William. What do you want?
Look!
Look!
Have you tried to reach the ship with your emergency UHF circuit?
It is useless, Professor. They have also deactivated my distress mechanism.
And the only thing we can do is fight our way out of here the first chance we get.
Caution. Megazord and his computer are approaching.
I have devised your punishment, Earthling. The rules allow you to have a weapon of defense.
Defense against what?
Since you dispute our estimate of your value, you shall have the opportunity to prove how intelligent and inventive Earthlings can be under stress. You're about to face Invisible, Earthling, the most feared and hated enemy of our civilization. You cannot see him, but you will feel his poisonous claws when he strikes. You best pick up that spear, Earthling. Release the alien.
Location of alien detected.
Where is he?
At 2 o'clock, closing fast. Behind you now. Careful. Bandit.
Where is he?
12 o'clock high. 3 o'clock. Danger. 9 o'clock. Danger. Bandit at 4 o'clock. Hurry. He's in there.
It's an emergency tape circuit, still working.
Yes, but this is no time to be concerned about me. Bandit approaching.
Shut the circuit and burn a tape.
Self-inflicted damage is contrary to my programming.
Do it!
You are the boss. I'm working fast. Warning. Sensors damaged by burnout. Can no longer detect alien position.
That's what I'm counting on the smoke to do.
Bravo! It was worth a burnout to watch you in action, Professor.
Excellent, Earthling. Excellent. I had no idea that your species had such cunning.
All right. Now, if you've had your fun, release us.
What's this? More intruders?
Dad!
Will, what are you doing here?
We had to crash land. Dr. Smith misfired the retro rockets.
A familiar behavior pattern is detected.
It was an innocent mistake. Please tell these gentlemen that I'm really friendly and harmless.
Well, you'd better tell them yourself. As you can see, I have very little influence around here. So you misfired the retro rockets, eh?
Silence! No further interference shall be tolerated from Earthlings. Put them in the cage.
Let them go. I'm the one that caused the trouble, remember?
Wait. You have displayed superior computer ratings for defensive cunning. If your fellow Earthlings can demonstrate similar qualities, they may be of value in further tests in our civilization.
You seem to be forgetting something. According to your standards, all of us are worth just 1 point apiece.
Registering adjusted point count.
A revised estimate is now in effect. You are now worth 150 points.
Registering new grand total.
One final kill of importance, and I will have the required total to assure my ascendancy as ruler of all Zan. Take him away. My victory is assured.
about?
A little hunting expedition, son.
I hope he doesn't invite me. I detest the sport.
You won't be involved. Just Megazord as the hunter, and me as the victim.
We have the shield installed. Got it nearly ready.
Good. At least something still works in this junk pile.
How much damage did you find, Don?
Plenty. But I managed to patch up the engine enough to maintain our support systems. But there's still a lot of work to be done, and it's going to take time. Any word from John?
No.
I saw Will and Dr. Smith walk off that way to look for Dad.
What?
That way? But Smith knows the landing pod came down in the third quadrant, and that's 45 degrees to the left.
Dear, I hope they don't get lost, too.
Oh, well, if Smith has anything to do with it, Marine, you can bet on it. Oh, well, I gotta rig up some power for this shield.
Well, this is nearly ready to activate.
We could go look for Will and Dr. Smith if it would make you feel better, Mom.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'm not really worried. Why, they probably already found the robot and your father, and they're on their way back to the ship right now.
You're probably right.
Sure, they'll be showing up most any time.
Yes, I know they will. I know they'll come back.
The rules of the hunt shall be strictly enforced. The time limit will be exactly 60 Earth minutes. The hunted will be given a choice of weapons and a 5-minute head start. It is to be solely a contest of skill and cunning. Any deviation of these killing procedures by either the hunted or the hunter will result in severe disciplinary penalty. Any questions?
Yes, I know what happens if you win. What happens if I win?
Pursuant to regulations covered by such an impossible contingency, you and your fellow Earthlings will be released.
What assurance have I of that?
The computer will serve as an impartial judge.
Objection. Then I shall go along to be impartial judge of the computer.
Objection denied. Choose your weapon. Perhaps a repeller shield.
How does it work? It's very nice for short range, but I have no intention of letting you get that close.
A very wise attitude, Earthling. Here is an iron deflector. A very efficient force.
If you don't mind pointing that in some other direction, I'd like a demonstration.
As you wish. Now here. Here is a compact gas ejector. Very lethal, even for the Zon culture. You understand why I cannot demonstrate.
Of course.
Your choice, Earthling. Propulsion belts, laser rockets, they're all suitable weapons. However, it is required that I warn you that every one of these weapons may have a small defect.
Now, what do you mean, defect?
I am not required to explain.
Say, what's this?
That Zon protective suit. It is impervious to radiation, heat, laser, and all other similar destructive forces.
That's very interesting.
You'd like to use this as your weapon?
I'm not sure. It's hard to decide. I'm gonna need some more time.
You'll have exactly 10 more minutes. No more. Guard! Watch him closely. I will prepare for the hunt.
Guard, explain this weapon to me.
fabric, what workmanship. If only I could wear this protector suit, I wouldn't have to spend every waking hour in tormented fear of my life. I could face danger with serene impunity. I'll take it. Why didn't I put it on? Well, I was just admiring it.
What about this Megazord creature? You think we'll have any more trouble from him?
We can count on it.
Well, then that's all the more reason why we must keep the children here, close to the spaceship.
And that'll be your job, Robot. You've been repaired and you're completely operational again.
A-okay, Professor. But there is still a slight fever in my transistors from that short circuit.
Attention, Earthling. Attention.
He's broken through the force shield.
No danger. Remain calm. It is only an image projector.
Attention, Earthling.
We're receiving you, Megazord.
A clever escape, Earthling. The guard has been punished for his carelessness.
My sympathies to the guard. Now, what is it you want?
I have something I want to show you. Watch closely.
Help! Help! Somebody help me, please! They're going to kill me! Help!
Consider the poor soul, Earthling. He knows the hunt is about to start. And since you are no longer available, I have no choice but to use him as my new victim.
Help! Help me!
Come in, Megazord. Come in, Megazord!
Oh, dear. Poor Dr. Smith. Well, I suppose we just can't leave him there. There must be something we can do.
Yeah. Just one thing.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not going back and give yourself up for that monster. Not for Smith or anyone.
Oh, John, no. Please.
Well, Smith wouldn't stand a chance against Megazord.
Your chances are also questionable, Professor.
I'm not so sure.
Help! Help! Somebody help me, please! All I did was borrow the suit. I was going to return it, cross my heart and hope to... No, I don't mean that.
The protector suit is not for you, Earthling. It is for your leader.
But he's not coming back. Nobody's coming back. It's hopeless.
Your leader possesses the instinct for loyalty. Another useless Earthling defect. He will return to protect you.
He will?
I've already monitored his approach.
Thank heavens. I'm saved.
I believe Megazord's expecting me.
Welcome, Earthling. We have been waiting for you.
I've come to make a trade. Use me for the hunt. Release Dr. Smith.
It was always my intention to use you.
Well, that isn't the message you conveyed on your image projector.
A necessary illusion to lure you back. The Earthling you left behind is totally unsatisfactory for hunting purposes. He shall remain in his cage.
All right. Get on with it.
Dad, wait!
Well, release the Earthling child.
Dad!
You were supposed to stay with the ship. The robot had strict orders about that.
It's not his fault, Dad. I sneaked out.
That was a mistake, son. A bad one. Now you're in danger, too.
I want to stay with you, Dad. No matter what happens.
I wish you could, son. We've got to get you out of here.
But please, Dad.
Are you going to argue with the skipper of the Jupiter 2?
No, sir.
Release the boy. He meant no harm.
More earthly defects of love and concern.
If those are defects, I'm proud of them.
The earthling child shall be retained to ensure your full cooperation.
There will be no interference.
It is almost time.
But, Dad.
No, son. Do as they say. You'll be all right.
I want to go with him.
You cannot go.
I can't move my feet. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
Your speech pattern is strange. Another earthling defect.
You think we all have defects just because we care about what happens to each other?
That is essentially correct.
I can move my feet again. Dad! Where did you send my father?
He's being prepared for the hunt. Why do you care so?
There's nothing wrong with caring. Haven't you ever been close to someone? What about your parents? You must have felt something for them.
I was created by a synthesis incubator, Mark III, advanced model.
That's too bad. At least I know what it's like to know that someone worries about what happens to me. You don't.
I have seen your earthly love and affection. It is useless instincts for survival.
How would you know? You've never even tried them.
I am the future ruler of Zan. I know everything that is important to be known.
Well, if you're going to be such a great ruler, you should try and understand others, even your enemies.
I do understand my enemies. They all want to kill me.
Well, maybe it's because you've never taken the time to see their side. Maybe they're just scared or want to be left alone. Well, gosh, they have feelings the same as you.
Feelings have been eliminated in our culture by genetic replacements. They were very careful to screen us before we left the incubators.
Well, then I'm sorry for you.
Defective attitudes shall only be extended to other earthlings.
Why? I was just offering you a little sympathy.
The offer is refused! Refused! I am Megazord, future ruler of all Zan. Do not offer me sympathy. It is an earthling defect. Refuse, you understand? Refused!
I'm sorry, Megazord. I take it back. Every word. You're absolutely right.
You're very young. Perhaps we can teach you to see the advantages of our point of view. Come with me, earthling child.
Indeed. I do believe the suit looked better on me.
I'd be glad to let you put it on and take my place.
No, thank you very much. Under the circumstances, I've acquired a warm affection for this lovely protective cage.
Silence. Are you ready to begin the hunt, earthling?
Do I have a choice?
Go. You are free. You have 5 minutes before I come to find and destroy you.
What about my son?
The earthling child remains with me until the hunt is concluded.
Don't worry about me, Dad. Get away while you can.
By all means, make haste, and don't forget to bring back plenty of help.
If anything happens to them...
The rules are clear. You're wasting time. The hunt begins now.
Time is now officially in.
Hurry, Dad, run.
All right, son. Don't worry.
Another dead end. Now, Will could have gone in any direction.
My sensors indicate he came this way.
Now, if your senses are so perfect, why didn't you detect Will sneaking out of the spaceship?
I was resting my batteries.
Yeah, well, you can tell Mrs. Robinson that when we get back to the spaceship.
We can continue the search. That way.
No. No, I promised the professor I wouldn't leave the ship's area under any circumstances, and that goes for everyone else, including you.
Mine is not to question why.
Come on.
Mine is but to do or die. Will Robinson, where are you? Ollie, ollie, oxen free.
Your leader runs well, Earthlings. You will make an excellent trophy.
You'll have to catch him first.
Watch closely, Earthlings. He's about to make his first mistake. See? He's decided to go back to his own craft and get his own defensive weapon. He's in for a big surprise. Notice how well our Zod protector suit works. That destructive fence that I put around their space pod would surely have killed him otherwise.
Surely you've done enough to the poor man. Let him go.
I do not stop him. I merely anticipate his escape pattern. A skillful hunter should know every movement of his victim.
Run, Dad! Run to the ship!
The Earthling does not want to endanger his companions at the ship. He will realize this in a moment and turn away.
Uncanny. There's no hope for him.
Oh, yes, there is. You can outrun him, Dad. I know you can.
Observe, Earthlings. He's wondering whether it is safe to hide there. He will wisely choose not to enter. But I will choose otherwise.
No, Dad, don't go in there. That's where he wants you to go. Come back.
Good heavens. What is that ghoulish device?
A Zon destructive blade. Excellent for killing when the victim's defense are of minimum quality.
You won't get a chance to use it.
Come, Earthling child. The chase begins. A Zon detractor is made of trionite. Hardest element in the galaxy. It cannot be damaged. And as you just saw, it has other values as well. Onward. Notice, Earthling child. Your leader's protector suit has revealed its defect. Soon he'll be powerless and helpless. It is time. We will move in for the final killing.
No, let him alone.
The rules do not permit interference. No escape.
Don't be too sure. My dad's as smart as you, even smarter.
Impossible, Earthling child. How much time remains? 2 minutes. I must hurry. There are severe penalties for killing out of season.
Please, Megazord, give him another chance. It just isn't fair. Mercy
is a defect. The rules prohibit it.
Who would know you broke the rules?
The computer would know.
What kind of a man are you to let a machine tell you what to do?
I am Megazord, future ruler of Zan. I have no earthly defects. Defect. 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 Ah! No! Do not probe! Do not probe! I am the future ruler of Zan. I have no defects. No defects. No defects. Yes. I understand.
Megazord, please stop. It's not right. Megazord, stop.
No defect. No defect. No defect.
was unnecessary for you to destroy Megazord, Earthling. He has failed the test. He will be disposed of. Son must find a replacement to rule. You have earned 100 points for your cleverness, Earthling. Would you care to try for 500 and a crack at the throne?
No thanks. I don't think I'd make a very good ruler for your civilization. I've got too many Earthling defects.
Very well. Suit yourself.
Dad, what about Dr. Smith? We can't just leave him.
One thing at a time, huh?
Oh, somebody please let me out of here.
Master Will Robinson, where are you? Wherever you are.
Over here! I'm here! It's me, Dr. Smith!
Good grief, he is still locked in the cooler. Well, if it isn't Dr. Smith, what a pleasant surprise.
Spare me the poisonous platitudes, you floundering flunky! Get me out of here this instant!
But I do not have the key.
You don't need a key! Just disintegrate the bars with your...
I do not believe it. Protection banks indicate a speedy retreat is advisable.
Come back, you foreign prankster! I'll teach you to play jokes on me! Come back! Just you wait, you traitor!
Okay, Earthling child. Let's get back to the ship. I think your mother has some defective and highly over-amplified sentiments of her own to express.
Okay.
Stay tuned for some exciting scenes from our next week's episode.
Next week, a rampaging volcano and a strange race of primitive aliens threaten the entire Robinson family and the robot.
The strangers will make no further attempts to escape. If they do, they will be instantly destroyed.
Gosh, they made him prehistoric like themselves.
Hunkers die! Hunkers die! Dad, give me a hand! Quickly!
Next week, fantastic adventure in Space Primevals on Lost in Space over this channel.